I'm seeding trays today. It's Friday. I usually do this on Wednesdays, but this week we were busy cutting wood. So I start out. I always do 472 trays every week. This first one, I got pretty deep holes in that. That gets green sweet crisp. I get 1.5 trays of that. I do half a tray of a lettuce called Regina, which is a bit broad leaf lettuce. And then I'll do 1 full tray of one that's called seda, which means silk. And these, you can see there's not a deep hole, it's just an indentation in the top, because those are raw lettuce seed. I plant them very shallow. The green sweet crisp is this pelleted seed. It's got a I'm in the chicken house, obviously. It's got a coating of clay on the seed. So those I plant deeper. Those do okay planted deep. And then this last tray, this will be the michihili, the cabbage, the Chinese cabbage and bok choy mixed. I'll do 8 rows of cabbage and 4 rows of bok choy in that tray. Eventually, I think I'll do whole trays of both of those once we figure out the pest problems and I can produce it better. I'm using the soil that I'm using is compost, and I've got some construction sand. It's just plain old construction sand, and I also use this rock dust. It's a basalt rock, which is like the oldest evolutionary. It's like what the floor of the ocean is made of, and there's a mine of that here in Ecuador, so it's cheap. But it has a broad spectrum of minerals in it. So I mix a little handful of that, a couple handfuls of sand into a wheelbarrow load of sifted compost, which I sift through this tray here. And then everything that gets sifted out, this thick stuff that comes out, I use that to mulch around in the pitahaya. So this is my seeding tray. So I have this little notebook for every week. Last week I only did 8 trays. This week I'll probably do 12 at least. And I put the date and then the numbers, and then I have these little stickers. I cut these little stickers and I put on each tray. Let me see. You see on the end of the tray there'll be a little sticker, and I have the date and the number that corresponds with the notebook. So if something goes wrong or whatever, I can look back at the notebook and I can see what was planted in the tray. If it doesn't germinate, or for whatever reason I need to see, I can look back and see what I seeded. So these are the 72 cell trays. So these get the lettuce and the cabbage. And then I use trays that have 128 holes. I use those for the scallions and the cilantro, which I'll do both of those today. So I'll do at least 8 more trays today, and those will be the 128 cell trays. You see my nursery. Once I see the trays, they go out here to this nursery, and you see these are last week's trays. The cilantro is very slow to germinate. It's just coming up now. And there's the cabbage and bok choy and the 3 trays of lettuce. They're all up. Then these are 2 weeks old. Those are 3 weeks old. And these are 4 weeks old. So these will be the next ones to go planted out. And then I have we already took out some trays. We just took out 8 trays we're planting right now. Johan is planting them over on the other side. Then I have some other things. Here's some peppers, some hot peppers. We've got a tray of parsley. And so we're just building another shelf. So I've got room for, I think, 22 more trays. Because still I'm growing things on the ground underneath. I have these trays of vanilla plants that I start from cuttings. And I let the chickens out a lot of times in the afternoon, and they've been tearing these up. So now I have enough room to get those up on the shelves. There's some trays of lettuce that I put down on the floor for the chickens to eat, because that variety didn't work out. So, and then here are some red onions that need to go out into the garden soon. So every week I do at least 4 72 cell trays and 4 128 cell trays. The chickens are so noisy. But some weeks I do more, but that's the minimum is 800 cells every week. And sometimes I do, sometimes almost double that. I do 1,500. But that's the process. All right, take care.